Hoseok's eyes pulled out of his socket when he saw staff dragging to Yungi, who is just crying, and grabbing the leg of his bed, adamant to not to go with them. Hey, what are you doing? Where are you taking him? Asked Hoseok, running to them, and as soon Yungi saw Hoseok, he just grabbed his hold on the right leg of Hoseok, who was now glaring at the staff. It's time to give him electric shock. But he is not cooperating, one of the guards said, grabbing the collar of Yungi, who is now detaching his body from the earth. Yungi coughed violently when he faced problem in breathing due to the harsh hold on the back of his shirt. He just made a grabby hand toward Hoseok, who pulled Yungi toward him. What in the hell are you all doing? Yelled Hoseok with his eyes red, putting Yungi behind his back. Look, kid, don't tell us what to do and what not. We are working here from around a decade, and it's not an easy job to control these idiots, spoke one guard in his heavy voice, making Hoseok vibrate from the anger. Don't you dare to call him or any other person idiot here. They are just not mentally healthy, and it doesn't give you right to treat them like that, yelled back Hoseok. Oh, then kid, make him come there for electric shock. The sad guard intentionally stressed on the last word with his hand, grabbing the arms of Yungi to scare him, and Yungi made a loud cry when he thought that they are dragging him. With that, they laughed after teasing the Yungi, who is now crying on the chest of Hoseok, who is too stunned to speak. Is this how mentally ill patients are treated here? His mom? Take him there within 20 minutes or we are dragging him there. One of the guards yelled before heading out of the room, making Hoseo come out of the bubble. He wiped the tear of Yungi with the back of his hand and made him sit on the bed. Hey, Yungi Pungi, why are you crying? You know na, it's for your own good. Don't worry, maybe you'll get better soon if you'll go there. Hoseok knew he is just fooling him. He remembered how his mother screams every time during that session, but he knew that Yungi is not understanding more than half of the things, so it was easy to lie. Hoseok shakes the body of Yungi to make him centered on what he is saying. Yungi, go with them. Hoseok pronounces each word very clearly to make him understand, but Yungi shakes his head wantonly. No, no. Yungi just started chanting the same word, tightening his grip on Hoseok's arm. Hoseok knew it. It is not in his league to make Yungi agree to go on his own without being dragged by those guards. But he still tries, and all those were fruitless. After exact 20 minutes, those bulky pigs came and started to drag Yungi, who was just continuously crying and was making grabby hands to Hoseok, who is seeing everywhere but not in Yungi's direction. After around 2 minutes, guards successfully dragged the Yungi from there, and Hoseok just plopped on the bed, releasing the breath he was holding from last some minutes. He needed to go back at his work. There was not even a single day he would not go in his cafe, even though he is the owner, but he decides to make it exception for today. He knew Yungi would be very tired when he will come back. So he decided to just wait for him. Hoseok was pacing restless in the room, even though it was just 5 minutes of Yungi being gone from there. He decides to check on Yungi from far. After 2 minutes, Hoseok reached in the hole, and he just shivered when he listened patients crying and screaming. He just wanted to run back from there, but not before checking on his friend. After some seconds, his eye caught Yungi, who is sitting in the corner silently shivering. He is not crying, or maybe his voice is not that much strong to be audible between those loud screams. Yungi was putting his head between his arms, cuddling himself. Hoseok wanted to go to him, but he knew that Yungi will only cry more after seeing him. He can't stand those hope in the other side that he will help him when he can't help Yungi about anything in this matter. He was pacing back and forth from the last 3 hours in the room waiting for Yungi. He needed to go and check his cafe too. But he makes an exception. He was really feeling so much hungry, so he went outside to have something for himself and a tasty yet healthy meat for his friend. He knows that he will be very tired when he will come back. Hoseo comes back after 20 minutes in Yungi's room, and a smile makes its way on his face, but it soon dropped too when he noticed Yungi again crying in the room. Hoseok puts the food back on the side table and quickly hugs to Yungi, who jolts from the sudden touch. But when he realized it was Hoseok, he pushed him so hard and Hoseok's back hit the floor, making him hiss in the pain. Yungi, Hoseok again tries to approach the other, but Yungi attacked him every time he would approach him. But at last, Hoseok managed to calm down the crying Yungi, who was just saying one word repeatedly, bad. I'm sorry, Yungi, I didn't have any other option, so Hoseok was stuck in the middle when he saw a cut on Yungi's lip and some dried blood too. Yungi's skin was red from the tight grip on his face. Hoseok quickly pulled the Yungi from his hand and made him sit on the bed. And that's when Hoseok noticed Yungi was hissing with every step he was taking. So many thoughts came in Hoseok's mind, but he just shut them. After making Yungi sit on the bed, Hoseok sits on the floor, taking Yungi's hand between his palms. Yungi, can you lift your pants a little? Hoseok pronounces each and every word with so much space so Yungi could understand him, and he was right. By looking at Yungi's expression, Hoseok can tell that he understood him. Can I? Asked Hoseok, but Yungi shakes his hand and pulled his leg from the floor and covered himself with the blanket. Yungi was literally testing Hoseok's patience for now, but he again hugs the Yungi and asks him again with more care this time. But Yungi, being Yungi, still didn't leave his crown. Hoseok was done by now. He looked at Yungi, and within the next second, he lifted his pajama only to gasp in horror. Yungi, remove your shirt, commands Hoseok, but Yungi didn't understand anything due to the rush in Hoseok's words. Yungi, take off your shirt, screamed Hoseok this time, only to make Yungi cry loudly. It's when Hoseok realized it's not how he was supposed to handle the situation. He hugged the Yungi after saying sorry multiple times. Yungi too gave up after some protest. Hoseok lifted a little bit of Yungi's shirt from back without the other's knowledge, who was just hugging his friend. Hoseok took a deep breath and detached himself from Yungi with a fake forced smile plastered on his face, which even Yungi could identify. He checked the forehead of Yungi. Okay? Yungi asked with confusion on his face. Hoseok gave a wide smile after seeing the caring gesture of the paler one. He smiled and planted a kiss on his forehead. Okay, buddy. With that, he hands Yungi his favorite meal. Yungi starts to devour his meal, and Hoseok dashes outside to devour someone's stew.